Hey guys!
Hey guys!
We're back with another Orphan Black review, this time reviewing Orphan Black Season 4, Episode 8, titled The Redesign of Natural Objects. If you haven't seen it yet and you want to avoid any spoilers, skip this video and come back later because everything we say from this point forward is going to be a spoiler. Okay, I want to start off with my favorite scene, which was the juxtaposition between the Jesus Christ Superstar rehearsal and Donnie getting beaten in the jail.
That was really cool.
Just jumping back and forth between those two scenes, I really liked that juxtaposition. And I wasn't just looking for an excuse to say the word juxtaposition. I really did love that scene though, and the way they kind of contrasted each other. And then when Allison finds out that Donnie's okay, how she was just kind of phoning in the rehearsal until she found that out, and then she was all in. I absolutely loved that scene. It's my favorite scene in the whole episode.
That was pretty fantastic. They've been getting really artsy, and this is one of the artsier scenes.
Yeah. I love Allison. Like, Allison throughout this episode, well, not throughout the whole thing, but like when it seemed like she might have ratted out her sestras, I'm like, no, there's no way she did.
Yeah.
But then for just a second, I did second guess myself.
Yeah. Yeah, I totally second guessed myself too. I was like, gosh, what would she do? I mean, she's known her husband longer than she's known her sisters, so that was a tough call.
Yeah, I thought there's no way she did. No, she wouldn't do that. And I thought, oh God, maybe she did.
Yeah.
If you put somebody in that position, they might do just about anything.
Yeah.
But no, they set a trap for Duco, and the dude finally got his due.
About time. I couldn't stand that guy.
And I kind of had a hint, a feeling, at the very beginning of this episode when S had him dead in her sights. And I'm like, he's going to die this episode. He's not going to die now. He's going to die in this episode.
Yeah.
And I was really kind of hoping it would be like the scene from Taken when Liam Neeson has the guy in the chair and he just hooks him up to the electricity and then turns the electricity on and leaves. I really wanted it to go down like that. Just to have her hook him up and walk away and let him fry. I really wanted that. But she shot him, which was just as satisfying.
Yes.
Yeah. It was cool.
Yes, it was.
And I hate that guy so much.
Oh gosh, yes, I hated that guy.
He did a great job.
Yeah, the actor did a phenomenal job of making us absolutely hate him.
Yeah, which you're supposed to hate him. And so he nailed it.
Yeah. So Rachel's been a lot more prominent here lately. We've been getting a lot more of her story, and she's got some glitches in her eyes. She keeps seeing like the swan, and then she was like almost completely transported to a different place via her vision, and then she saw the swan dead, and I'm really interested to know what's up with that. Did somebody hack her eye, or is this something that was put into her eye, or is she just losing it?
Does the eye have like a memory? Does it have like a built-in hard drive, and she's seeing something that the eye has seen before?
Yeah, I don't know.
Or is it just her subconscious messing with her?
Yeah. I don't know. I'd like to know what's going on with the eye. So I'm glad that they just keep revisiting it, because I feel like we're going to get some sort of explanation. Yeah.
Also in this episode, things might be finally starting to look up for Cosima. She has this kind of epiphany of embryonic stem cells. And so the plan is to take some of Sarah's eggs and fertilize them with some of Ira's sperm and take the stem cells from the embryo and use it as a treatment for Cosima, which is genius.
Yes, and the reason she hasn't thought of this before is because they don't have the lab capable of doing so. So previously, when she'd been working on this project, it's what can I do in this makeshift lab that I have, and this wasn't something. So now that they've gotten in touch with Rachel
and Susan,
they now have a lab, so now this is a feasible way to go about this.
Yeah, and I'm really excited to see where Cosima's story goes, because she's flying north to Susan's lab.
Yeah.
And so she's kind of flying into the belly of the beast.
Yeah.
Because Rachel and Susan, they're not allies.
Yeah,
They're just the enemy of my enemy is my friend at this point.
Yeah.
And so they kind of have to put their reluctant trust into these people. Whether or not it's going to pan out, I mean, so far for the Clone Club, whenever things start to look up, it doesn't last very long until things take a turn for the worse.
Yeah.
So things are starting to look up for Cosima. I'm waiting for the other shoe to drop.
But at this point, Cosima doesn't really have a choice. Her illness is getting worse, and it's so go and possibly be betrayed and killed while trying to work on a cure, go and get the cure and be cured, or don't do anything and die of the illness anyway. So it's really, going has more benefit than staying for her at this point.
The risk reward,
Yeah.
it's a no-brainer. All right, speaking of this illness, MK, we find out in this episode that MK is getting sick.
Yeah.
And, I really like MK, but I feel like her screen time is the reason why Helena's been gone for so long, is that they had to, write out a clone for a little while in order to give another clone some space. So I would be totally okay, actually, if MK died in order for Helena to get.
We like MK, but we like Helena better.
Yeah. Just you got to make room somewhere, so you remove Helena from the equation for a little while just to make some screen time for another character. So if they're going to kill one off, I would prefer it to be the one that I'm not that invested in yet because we haven't known her very long.
Yeah.
We haven't gotten very much Helena at all. She's been gone for several episodes now. So I gotta think either she comes back in the finale or she comes back in the season 5 premiere. But where is she? We have no idea.
Yeah.
There has not been a single clue as to Helena's whereabouts all season.
Yeah, she's off grid. I kind of think that they might be doing that because she's pregnant and it's easier to just have the character be gone than to deal with the stages of pregnancy. It kind of makes timing an issue because, when you're watching a show, any amount of time could be passing. You can have an entire season happen over a week, or you can have an entire season happen over an entire year. You really don't know unless they give you clues, and the pregnancy would be a clue, so maybe they're not sure how long they want this time frame to be, so they just wrote Helena out so that there's no indication of time.
Based on the ultrasound, she was how far
Yeah,
along?
based on the ultrasound images, she was probably about 16 weeks, I want to say, so about 4 months. But a lot of the times on TV, the ultrasound is way younger than what the fetus is actually supposed to be. I can't tell you how many times they'll go in and they're like, oh yeah, she's 7 months pregnant, and the baby on the screen is 5 months, not 7 months. So that's quite common. So, that's kind of one of the only indications we have. I mean, she is showing, but she has twins, so.
You're
going to show sooner. You're going to be bigger with twins.
So that's kind of the only clue we've gotten as to how much time has passed. So maybe that's what it was. Maybe they said, you know what? Well, let's not hint at it too much. Let's leave it a little bit ambiguous. And maybe she comes back next season with a pair of twins.
Yeah. They could just be like, we're not sure on this timeline yet. We'll determine that later, and then we can bring her back with twins that are appropriate age.
That would be a really easy way to clue us into the passage of time
Yes.
as well when next season kicks off, because they do a little bit of a time jump every year. That would be a really good way to clue us in as to how much time has passed.
Yeah.
There's only 2 episodes left in the season. I'm really sad that the season's winding down. It's been a great season of Orphan Black.
It feels like it just started.
It really does. Orphan Black is one of those shows that just flies by every year.
Yeah.
I'm really excited for the last 2 episodes. I'm really disappointed that it's coming to a close so soon, but the last 2 episodes, hopefully we'll get some answers to all these questions that we have.
Yes.
Alright, that's it for this video. If you caught something that we missed, let us know down in the comments. Also, if you enjoyed this review, and we really hope you did, be sure to tell us by dropping a like on it and subscribe for more reviews.
And thank you very much for watching, and we'll see you next time.